What's up? This is Zach with the Mega Academy channel. I wanted to show a video of basically how to 3-star any Town Hall 9. I wanted to go over two attacks, two base attacks and their variations off of those attacks. The first one is, I think most people call it Quattro Lavaloon. The variations are, either use 5 hounds and do just a straight pentahound, or like a Lavaloon with no minions, or you could use minions if you like them. But basically, now this base is not the best base to attack with the Lavaloon, or any type of Lavaloon strategy. Number one, when you draw a line vertically through the center, if you fold this base in half, and even if you do it from this side, this base doesn't have symmetry. No matter where you draw a line through the center of this base, it won't fold in half and look the same on both sides. So when that's the case, if you drop these balloons, you can't drop them, let's say, from this area and expect the balloons to flow evenly. They're either going to flow and go kind of more this direction, or they'll flow more this direction, or it just kind of throws the base off. And then if you look in the center here, there are no defenses immediately connecting this to this side. So what'll happen is balloons will, let's clean this up. The balloons, if you were to drop on this side and they got here, they would do this and go over to this side, or vice versa, depending on which side the balloons manage to destroy first. But anyway, not the best base for this type of attack, but just kind of wanted to show the attack and got tired of searching, so did it anyway. So I was trying to lure the clan castle here, but there was nothing in the clan castle. And then I waited a little bit, just decided to go on with the attack. Dropped 2 hounds, and then dropped the balloons and dropped more hounds behind them. And you'll see this queen, what I should have done is, if I had my king, I didn't have my king for this attack. I should have just dropped the king to knock out this queen, which would have saved a whole bunch of balloons. I might have still had some balloons on the other side. But you see, at this point in time, I still have enough balloons to get a 3-star, but they're all bunched up together like that. So you see, this hound on this side had no support and died, and this hound's not going to fly over that air defense and die. And still plenty of balloons left, just didn't get a very good spread on them. And again, that's partially because the base doesn't have that symmetry. Partially that, and the way I deploy them at the beginning. I just kind of randomly dropped them around. Normally, if it's in war, you have time to scout the base, and you can pick exactly where you want to, deploy your balloons from. But only having 30 seconds is not really enough time to do that. So the attack definitely can 3-star. Just not the best execution, and this wasn't particularly the best Town Hall 9 for it. So we'll wrap that one up and go back. So if we go look at the war, I think it's this one. You can see this base, if you fold it in half, it does have this symmetry. It looks exactly the same on both sides. So if I deploy my balloons, in just this general area, the balloons will flow evenly. Let's erase this line. What I decided to go ahead and do is I want to deploy more on the queen side, and as well as the town, well, not really the town hall. I wanted to keep when I pull my CC troops out, or when I pull out the CC, when I lure the CC, I lured the CC here, and then I wanted to keep my queen alive. So to do that, I decided to use, this axis of symmetry and deploy my balloons in this general area. So watch the replay. So I first lured with a couple of giants, and then pulled them over to the left side. Once the CC's out of the way, dropped the hounds and dropped the balloons. And you'll note this expo here is down, is not pointing up. And so it just makes it very easy to 3-star. And then I wanted to show this base. So when you're using the Lavaloon or Pentahound or any of those strategies, a big part of it is base exploitation. You look at this base and these expos are both set to ground. Expos set to ground like that just makes it very easy to, 3-star that Town Hall 9 through the air. As well as these air defenses are not particularly leveled. So the Lavaloon is definitely more of a base exploitation type thing. There are some Town Hall 9s which you will have a very hard time trying to 3-star using that sort of attack. But again here, this base is, definitely weak to air, so easy 3-star with this sort of attack. Could probably air this base just because the way the air defenses are shown. There was a base that I was looking for that I couldn't quite find there. But anyway, we'll move on. So next I wanted to show the Go Hogs attack. So I don't know whatever the specific name for the attack is. I generally call it Gohowi or Gohowi or, whatever, just Goho. But basically, you always carry 36 hogs. And then depending on where the queen is, you might use one golem, your heroes, and then, witches, wizards, and or archers, whatever mixture you want to make. But basically the goal is, so everything that's not your golems and, everything that's not your hogs is part of your kill squad. Your kill squad is composed of one golem, your heroes, and then whatever archers or wizards or witches you bring to knock out the enemy queen as well as the enemy clan castle. So to also help you do that, your kill squad gets one spell allocated to it. So you can use that one spell, you can use it as a lightning, you can use rage, use jump, whatever you think is going to be the most helpful in knocking out the enemy queen. So here I brought the jump spell. The plan is to place the jump spell somewhere in this area. Place the jump so we can get our golems and heroes into this area and hopefully take out this queen. Once the queen was taken out, what you do is you deploy the hogs spread wide on this side. You never want to deploy all your hogs in one spot, just because of big bomb issues. And if your hogs all bunch up and, let's say you have 20 hogs hitting this, then this, it'll take forever for your hogs to get all the way throughout the base. which is not good. So yeah, you definitely want to spread the hogs out wide and on the same side that you drop your kill squad on. And the reason you do that is so that your hogs will go right to the defenses. The defenses will target the hogs, which are going to get healed anyways. And then your kill squad survives, and it makes it that much easier to 3-star. And of course, if anything goes wrong, then your kill squad can still get a 2-star. So of course, you start by learning the CC. There was nothing in the CC. Of course, that won't be the case in war, but oh well. Drop the jump spell. There goes the golem. Drop a single witch. And my heroes. And now you'll see here how I dropped my wizard here and a wizard here. The reason I'm doing that is because I want my king to go straight to this and then to target whatever's in the base. If my king goes in either one of these directions, then the enemy queen will not die. And if the enemy queen doesn't die, you know, my attack might fail. So definitely make sure you funnel your king into the center. Or towards the queen, I'm sorry. So the queen is targeted and is now dead. So I bring in my hogs. And again, you bring them spread so that they, you know, you want them to sweep over the base evenly in, you know, either 2 or 3 groups, but to just spread evenly. So drop the first heal. And note, when I was looking at this base, it was quick, but I felt like the giant bombs would be here. You know, this is just process of elimination. The giant bombs could only be in this area, this, or here. After the first Tesla popped up here, the Tesla's already destroyed now, but after this Tesla was popped there and this Tesla popped here, I figured this was also a Tesla, and this would also be a Tesla, so I had no problems dropping my heals in, you know, here and here. So you see with the number of hogs left, these defenses just aren't gonna be able to knock them down. You see how much health all these hogs on the left still have. Even if I was out of heal spells at this point, this attack would still be a 3-star just because of how much health they have. And another point I wanted to make is it's very important that you conserve your heal spells. You never want to heal the hogs too early, because if you know, for instance, you panic and use a heal spell right away, what ends up happening is, as you get, you know, halfway through the attack, the hogs are too low on health and they can really start getting picked off by stuff. As long as the hogs are in a heal, they won't die. But you know, if you use your heals too early, they will die. So my recommendation is definitely to wait till your hogs get to maybe about half health, maybe a little bit less than half, to start healing. Of course, if you do think there's going to be a big bomb in a certain spot, then, you know, definitely do go ahead and pre-heal the hogs there. And I'll show this one. So with this attack, I decided to bring a raid spell, you know, just to change it up, so that, you know, you can, depending on the base, you can bring a rage, a heal, a lightning, whatever, you know, works for you and works for that base. So with this one, again, I tried to lure the CC. I don't remember, but I don't think there was anything in the CC. But I pull the CC, drop my golem, wizards, and, you know, my kill squad. So we'll say K S kill squad. The kill squad goes in, knocks out the enemy queen, and knocks out the CC in this area, and then you just drop the hogs behind them to keep the kill squad alive. And then here I felt like the big bombs would, just because I've seen this base a number of times, but big bombs are probably here, this area, chance for double giant bombs somewhere, you know, on the insides, and then probably here. So just something I kept in mind as, you know, I was dropping my hogs. Yeah, you definitely want to drop the hogs. I'm sorry, not the hogs, the heal spells where the hogs are going to next. Now if your hogs are about to die, definitely do heal them, drop the heal right on them and, get them healed up. But it is definitely better to, kind of drop the heal spell where the hogs are going to go to next, or just drop the heals covering as many defenses as possible. So you'll see, like on the right, the giant bomb went off, and I didn't drop the hog. I dropped the heal as far over as possible, so that these hogs could still, utilize that heal. It doesn't just get wasted. So that last heal spell was a little to the left. Just kind of decided the king is over there messing with those hogs, and the ones on the right seem to, have been doing okay. So I just, it's kind of on the fly choice there to drop it a little more to the left, and it worked out here. And that's that one. So yeah, that's, I mean, between those two attacks and, variations of them, you should be able to 3-star any Town Hall 9. Let's go back to the previous one. Are these replays even still available? Trying to think if there's anything else that I really have missed or wanted to add. No, I don't think so. What we can do is we can look at, just pick any base. So this is our next, clan that or our next opponent. This base, you would definitely have a better chance of doing hounds, some sort of Lavaloon attack, just because of the level of these air defenses. Low air defenses, most likely there's a double giant bomb here and here, or here and here. So definitely would be better to air attack this base. Let's go this direction. Let's go at 14. This one you could do either or. Both would probably work. If you did the Go Hogs attack, I would try to jump some golems and some hogs into this area. Just because it looks like there's probably going to be a big bomb somewhere here. And if you took out if you were able to snipe out a big bomb with your kill squad, what happens is it makes it very easy for the hogs to, sweep through the rest of the base, with just a big bomb, one less big bomb to worry about. I think I also have about the same chance of 3-starring with the Lavaloon variation, just because you see it does have the symmetry. Cannon here. Probably deploy from this side, just because I don't like this lone archer tower here. Would throw things off a little bit. But yeah. And the air defenses are not that amazing. Xbows are level 1. So yeah, you could probably Lavaloon this for 3 stars or go. Okay. Let's go on to the next. Oh, I went the wrong direction. Okay, and we're still the same layout. Look at this base. This is the same layout as I think base 15, where I mentioned that one would probably be easier through the air. This one, the air defenses are all level 7, which does make it a little bit more troublesome to try to just attack it straight through the air. Gohogs may be a little bit safer, but you know, this layout, I've seen it 3-starred with Gohog before, so I don't know, I'm kind of a little bit biased towards it for that attack for that base. Okay, this base is very popular. Okay, so this base here definitely would want to... Well, again, I think you could use either attack, but I think Gohogs would be preferred, just because the giant bomb locations, there can only be double giant bombs here, and maybe in this area and this area. But if you put a double giant bomb so far out, it's very easy to just send one, you know, hog in and snipe the giant bombs. Or even if you sent your kill squad from here, most likely you would knock out any giant bombs that were in this area. That were in this area, or, you know, not here unless you came from this side, but definitely in this area. But anyway, I don't think there are any double giant bombs in this base. It'd be very easy to, you know, go hog it. And actually, I didn't mention this attack, but if you were to Gowipe and get into the center of this base and knock out all these air defenses, 4 to 6 balloons would easily be able to, you know, be dropped in afterwards while all these defenses are targeting your Gowipe troops, and you could easily 3-star this base. Looking at this one, see, this is one of those layouts where it would be a little bit more difficult to definitely 3-star. Looking at it, there are a bunch of giant bomb locations. We don't know if it's going to be here, 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 and I'm not sure if you can even fit double giant bombs there, but definitely possible for one giant bomb there. And then in addition to that, the queen is very, very centralized. It is going to be very hard to use just one golem and, you know, any spells, no matter what spells you use, with one golem. It'll be very difficult to get all the way into this part of the base, and it'll, you know, be even more difficult to try to also knock out this clan castle with that combination of troops. And with the Go Hogs, it is required that you use 3 heal spells, which only gives you one more spell. So, you know, kind of right off the bat, I wouldn't want to try to go hog this base, which only would leave the loons, or a Lavaloon strategy. And even then, that would be hard because you can see there's no real symmetry. And honestly, in this case, I think the best attack for this type of base that's on Hall 9 would be to just, you know, come from this side and to run a solid Gowipe. If you came in and ran a solid Gowipe, what happened is your troops would all get to the center, and hopefully you can knock out this air defense and this air defense with your Gowipe troops, which would leave you able to drop balloons, you know, get on the outsides on all these excess defenses that are still here, and probably get the 3-star that way. Looking at this base again, doesn't look like there's any really major double giant bomb threats. Maybe in this spot here, and then there are a couple on the outsides where there could be, but again, you never have to worry too much about those. Looking at this base, I would probably go hog it. I'd probably bring a jump spell and maybe 3 wall breakers to break this wall. 3 wall breakers to break this wall here. And then I would drop my jump spell over, you know, either one or both of these walls. And hopefully the golem and the king and the queen could knock out the CC. The CC as well as the queen. And you might have to bring, you know, I think before I only brought like 3 wizards and maybe 1 witch. You might want to increase the size of your kill squad just to make it a little bit easier to take out the CC and the queen together. Yeah, but I think that wraps it up for this video. You know, using some sort of Lavaloon variation, a Go Hogs or Gohowi variation, or using a Gowipe with 4 to 6 loons at the end. And technically, you could even consider the Gowipe portion the kill squad, just a huge kill squad, and just a couple of loons to clean up. But you know, any one of those variations of those 3 attacks will definitely 3-star any Town Hall 9. Thanks for watching and take care.